Hey guys, in this video, I'm going to share with you one of the most effective tips for getting really, really lean while having a life too. So I'm just going to jump right into it. And this is going to help you in numerous areas of your life, believe it or not. So what I like to do is, if ever I'm going to go eat out at night, here's what I do. So first of all, I believe in having a very abundant social life because if you're just working out, just dieting, and not, being social and that sort of thing, what's the point? It takes more from you than it gives you. So definitely, just because you're interested in getting fit and in shape doesn't mean that you have to sacrifice your social life. So understand that very well. The next thing you need to know is intermittent fasting is super effective. So, and I don't even think about eating in the morning. Eating in the morning is ridiculous to me. You're just a lot more productive when you fast and you have maybe some black coffee and some water and just really focus. That also heightens fat burning machinery, growth hormone, and it shuttles fuel metabolism away from muscle tissue, so you preserve muscle on intermittent fasting. So that's the second thing you need to know. And then here's what I do. So I'll usually fast for a good chunk of the day. When I start to get hungry, I'll have some fruit to replenish my liver glycogen, and I'll eat my first meal at home. So my first meal will usually be a huge portion of protein and vegetables. Now what this will allow me to do is have a good calorie buffer. And then if I'm going out with some friends to go get a meal or drinks, here's what I do, okay? I actually don't even order an entree. I'll go to a restaurant and I'll get like some sweet potato fries, maybe poutine, maybe a big plate of nachos. And because I've already hit my protein numbers, I'm able to have a bunch of, I'm able to fill up on carbs and fats while hitting the perfect amount of macros. And I don't know exactly how many carbs or fats I'm taking in when I order sweet potato fries at a restaurant, but you can just eyeball it. And if you're doing the big fast and eating like a lot of protein earlier, then you'll have the room to work with it. There's two huge benefits you get going here. One is you save money because you're eating like the protein at home, so it's a lot cheaper than ordering like a steak at a restaurant. So you save a lot of money. And second of all, you just get to have that social experience while still being accountable over your nutrition. And if you guys are dating girls, taking girls out, it's brilliant because taking a girl out for dinner right away shows a ton of investment. If you meet a girl, you hit it off with her, and then you invite her out for dinner, it shows you don't have a lot of abundance. Because if you have tons of girls hitting you up, you're not just going to take a girl you barely know out for dinner and buy her dinner. That's also, putting yourself in the provider role where you're trying to give her, you're trying to spend money on her to get her interest. It should never be like that. You should be enough for her. You shouldn't have to buy her things to get her interested in you. So what's way better is just invite a girl out for drinks and appetizers. It's a lot cheaper, a lot more relaxed, and it doesn't have, you're not, following that social structure of conventional dating, which is awkward as fuck. So my advice is to you, if you guys feel like you're not getting enough social life, you're not being able to eat out enough, well, do some intermittent fasting, because that will give you a ton of room to eat calories for later in the day. And just have an awesome protein vegetable meal, and then go out and eat a ton of sweet potato fries or what have you. Works very well. So the way my day looks like is I'll usually wake up around 10 or 11, around in the afternoon sometime, 3 or 4 o'clock, have an apple. Then I'll have a huge portion of protein earlier, maybe 5, 6 o'clock. And then maybe a few hours later, if I'm at home, I'll just cook a massive portion of or cook a massive portion of potato wedges, which are delicious, with some macadamia nut oil. Or maybe I'll go out with some friends and I'll have some delicious appetizer, maybe 2, and then a couple drinks, and then maybe later in the night I'll have another little meal just to hold me over to hit the rest of my macros. Anyways, this is a brilliant strategy. Try it out. It works gangbusters. And maybe you just need to do this a couple nights a week just to kind of feel like you're not missing out. All right, guys. It's Greg from Kinobody. Take care.